next presentation is by Amit from Collins Aerospace, who will be sharing about how CSR can be leveraged for creating an impact in the society that goes beyond the organization and more towards the collective responsibility that we have as individuals in the society. So over to you, Amit.
Thank you so much, Nilam, for giving the opportunity to speak over here. Um, Collins Aerospace is a part of RTX company. We are about 1,85,000 plus employees who are different possibilities, different experience, sexual orientation, gender, but all working for the same purpose of creating safer, cleaner, and faster connected aviation. So Collins is into defense and aerospace aviation domain. In India, we are based in two places primarily, Bangalore and Hyderabad. And organization-wide, we have a diversity policy which looks into the workforce diversity, looks at how do we attract drivers, candidates, then retain, recruit, and even develop their career. We also look at diversity in terms of our supply chain management or vendor suppliers. We also look at the public policy level, where our government department looks into it. And the fourth is something community engagement, which is very close to me because I am a CSR person for Collins here in India. And you see, since last 4 or 5 years, I started working for LGBTQ as a community. Diversity-wise, certainly for gender, for female workforce, buildings, female workforce, so giving scholarships and even including women in the STEM area. So I work with physically challenged people. How do we can skill them, give them employment opportunities, that domain. But trans community was very new for me when I started since last about 6 years now. So as a part of CSR from 2019-20, we started working with a group of trans individuals from Kolar. The project, we call that Project Hope. So we screened for about 120 trans individuals to understand what are their dreams, what are their aspirations, what exactly they want to do in their career, and what kind of alternate livelihood they are looking for. And after that discussion and deliberation, we understood that they are willing to do the dairy farming as one of their ventures. So we started working with the National Skill Development Corporation, organized trainings for them in Kolar, and also gave some stipend so that they don't lose on their daily earnings. And that really really was such an example within organization as well, I would say, and also for the community. And they really liked. We invited them in office, and they also spent some time with us during that time. So training and also handing over them the solar milking machine, then cows and buffaloes, and how do we can buy that milk from them, how do we distribute that milk and all that. So that we did in 1920. So that was a group of 10 trans individuals we worked. But then our understanding about the community also had grown a little bit. And for 21-22, we started working on about 40 group of trans individuals where we try to give them livelihood on tailoring and beautician. So that is also again NSDC endorse training. End of the training, they will get a certification, and they also can use that certification to wherever they wanted to apply and do some jobs. So eventually we started learning more, and we met PeriFerry, and we got to know more about the Revive program, and they started working on the 40 or rather 50 trans individuals in 2 years time frame. And this is something we really like, because we also wanted to work on how do we can give the opportunities to trans individuals to get into corporate like us, maybe start with the entry level skills. And we are engineering, operations, and manufacturing domain organization, so we were also looking at, how do we can start building capacities within the organization to facilitate that. And Zoya being the good example that, thank you, Nilo, for having me here. I learned so many things from Zoya today. So probably her learnings also can be implemented in the organization here. So over the period of last 4 to 5 years, 6 years, we could reach out to about 100 plus trans individuals. So you can see some of the pictures here from each of the project. And in Revive project, we did something very interesting here, that every batch will get a chance to spend a whole day in Collins's facility, so that they get a chance to understand what is the corporate culture is, and they also get a chance to see that, how the manufacturing operations will actually look at how the product is being manufactured, so that they meet the department leaders and understand more about it. That also includes interviews. How do we conduct interviews? How to prepare for interview? That. That will also include some financial literacy skills as well. So it was a full package, I would say, for the trainees. I would still say that we are just learning curve, trying to uh, partner with organizations like PeriFerry is one, United Way also. I think this organizations support from those organizations really building capacities within the organization. We're looking forward for more and more such initiatives to come. So I will certainly take up some questions, going forward. Over to you, Nilan.
Thank you, Amit. I just have one question for you, and because you've implemented a range of different programs with a very diverse set of community members as well. Usually, we view the trans community with one lens, and then we realize that okay, there are those who are from the cultural groups stayed in a very different reality. Then we have those who may have had family support and had very different experience. Did you have any specific challenges in these programs as an organization, or did the community members face any challenges that you were able to, that collectively you were able to address? And yes, we have a question from Aditya also, so maybe we can take one or two and then move on to Neetu. Yes.
Sure. I think my first encounter with doing this kind of project is something, Nilam, I must tell you that I received a call from NSDC, one of the director that I know, said, Amit, there is one organization is willing to hire 30 trans individuals. Okay, can you provide them a training? Okay, and give facility to use for the 2 months, and can you pay for that and organize this? I said, why not? And I must appreciate the leadership team as well. They were also okay